Joanne's Farm. Today at the homestead we're going to learn how to can turkey meat. So I have approximately 4 pounds of turkey meat. I've got some onions. I love red onions. And I'm going to use some different seasoning to do it. And we're going to cook it almost done, but not quite. And then we're going to jar them up. The jars are warming up in the oven because we put hot things in hot jars. All right, so as soon as I get the meat going, I'll be back. Okay, well, I've cooked all the meat. It's not completely cooked. There is some pink stuff inside. You know, there's some pink meat like here and there. It's pink, it's not completely done. So I brought it over to the table. These are hot jars right out of the oven. They're all been cleaned and sanitized. And so now I'm gonna start to fill up my jars. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't want all the drink, the juice from in there. I basically would like to get, it's gonna take a little longer. I'm using a little smaller spoon, but it's okay. I just wanna make sure I don't get all that juice, even though the juice does taste good, but it's got a lot of fat in it too, so I don't want that in my food. Scoop it up. Oh, the aroma is wonderful. It's funny, UPS just came by and delivered a package, and I said, thank you. He says, oh my God, it smells so good in your kitchen. So all that seasoning, Okay, let's see now. Whew. You leave about a 1-inch head space. Oh, I could get more in there, huh? Yeah, at least a little bit more in there. Now, the thing with the 1-inch headspace, you can use your debugler, and you have the different little grooves here, and that tells you how far. But a sure way to do it, when you get to the first rim here, that's a 1-inch headspace, and then it goes up half, 3/4 and 1/4. Okay? This is perfect. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I've got to get my lids. So we've got that filled. Now we're going to take our lids, which have been just kind of sitting in the warm water. Make sure you only get 1, not 2. So we use our little apparatus here, the magnet on the end to put that on the top. And then we're going to put our lid on finger tight. And then we'll put it back into the canner, which is canning up. Doesn't that look good? Onions in it. Oh, smells so good. Put it right in the canner. Okay, let's continue on. That's why I love all the different seasoning. It gives it a different flavor, but everybody doesn't like seasoning, and that's fine. It's up to you. I love my meat seasoned. Keep on scooping it up. got more room in there. Back on the top. Drain off some of the juice. Make sure we get that 1-inch headspace. We're looking good. You debug or you have more room in there. All right, so what we'll do is we'll put the next lid on. Our magnet, and then we're going to put this on finger tight, and then we'll put it back in our canning pan, which is on, by the way, warming up the water. So we keep hot with hot. Okay, so I'm going to continue to fill up these jars and I'll get back to you. Okay. I made a big boo-boo. I forgot that we have to use vinegar to clean. Before you put the tops on, you have to clean around the rims. So I had to go get them back out of the pot and get my tissue, get my white vinegar, dip it in, squeeze it, because it's oil. You want to make sure you get a good seal. So you just clean around the rim, takes off all the grease and the grime. And then you can put your label, your top back on, finger tight. I'm going to put them all in at the same time. This one. If you don't, you're not going to get a good seal. And we don't want any botulism, I guess you call it. So I just want to make sure, because it's grease, it's got protein in it. On the meat, we have to take all the precautions that we need to take. Do another clean around just to make sure everything is nice and clean. Put the top back on, the ring back on. Okay, those are ready to go into the jar. Into the canner. We're going to kind of keep it low because I also want to add more things to it. So I told you this was turkey. So next we're going to can up beef. So I'm going to can up all my beef, maybe about 4 or 5 jars of beef, and then we will get them all in here, and then we'll start the process of the finishing of the canning. I'll be back. Okay. So I completed the turkey meat. I completed the ground beef meat. They're all in the canister waiting. But I have like 4 jars left to fit in there. So I said, well, let me go grab some thighs. We'll just combine this in. I have an idea. So I pulled out some thighs, some chicken thighs, skinless chicken thighs, and I seasoned it up. Now I'm going to try a few things a little bit different. This is going to be a different combination. It smells great. I bought this new seasoning that's called Kickin' Maple Honey Rub. And so I added it to my chicken. So what I'm going to do is just go brown up the top of the skin on the chicken with olive oil, just to give it a little, a little coating of browning. And then I'm going to can it in the jars. And then what I'm going to do, instead of using beef broth or plain old water, I actually got some secret recipe Lipton onion soup, and I added it to water, which is cooking on the stove, and that's going to give it a nice oniony flavor. I love seasoning. I love flavor. I don't like anything bland. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, so now we got them all in here. Now we just got to put some of that broth that I made from the Lipton onion soup. Pour it in here nice and easy. Ooh, I make it a mess. trying not to. Leaving that 1-inch headroom. You know, the nice thing about the Lipton onion soup is that it has onions in it. It has all kinds of good things in it. We're going to definitely debubble. Leaving that inch space. Somebody might say, well, why don't you just do two videos? But I might as well do this and get it over with. I've got lots of other things to can up and show you what to do. That smells so good. That honey rub is delicious. Ooh, it smells good. Okay. Let's debubble a little bit. See if we can get everything covered with the juice. This one I'm going to have to maybe move this around a little bit. This one's got more room for juice. Debubbling. Debubbling is so important. Make sure everything's covered best you can. Don't go anywhere. Add more juice to this. Okay. And this one. Somebody saying, what is she doing? I'm trying to get my 1-inch headroom space. Here. This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good. And this one. Take a little piece of this. This little piece here, cut it. Okay, then we're going to add a little bit more broth. Giving that 1-inch headspace. Almost. That one is good. And that one's good. Okay, so now the fun begins. So we've got to really, truly clean these glass tops with the vinegar because there's oil in the chicken. It's oily. You want to make sure you got a nice, good seal. I don't want to start this process all over again. So you can see that there's stuff on the tissue. Lids right here ready. Finger touch. Doesn't that look great? Ooh-wee. It's going to taste really good. Okay, let's do that again. Dip it in. And let's work on this one. This one, put it on. I'm fairly new to canning, but I love this. I love living out at the homestead. I love farming. I waited till I'm 60-something years old to decide that I want to be a farmer. But I really enjoy this. Yes, needed good cleaning. Okay, put this on. Finger tight rim. This is the first time I'm canning meat. I'm a newbie. I'm like Lynn, I'm fairly new at this. I've learned a lot from Mrs. Hart. And I'm just going to keep on going. I'm not going to let anything stop me, because anything you imagine, anything you place in your heart that you want to do, you can achieve it. Just got to persevere, and you can conquer anything you want. Okay, keep on cleaning that rim up really good. Getting all of the extra stuff off. Getting the grease. Want a nice perfect seal so the food will last. Put this on. Finger touch. And we're now going to put it in the canister. It's starting to get dark out. I like to do my videos early, but today was one of these days. Better late than never. That in there. We have enough room. Ooh. Well, guess what? These two are going to have to wait till the next time, which as soon as we finish canning those, room, more room, and I'm going to take one of these little ones out. Actually, should take these two little ones. It's not too hot. Woohoo! This one here. Move this over to the big eye, and we're going to put the top on. I've got to make sure I get it lined up, and it's getting dark and I don't have gray light. We still have to, here we go, we're still working on renovating. That go on okay? I'm looking for the other V. All right, let me figure this out and I'll be right back. Okay, I figured out where the V. There's a V on the handle on this Presto canner, and there's a V on the lid. You line up the two V's and just slide it together. Very easy. Bam. There it is. Now we're going to bring this up. We're going to wait till we get a stream of hot pressure steam coming out of here. Once it starts coming out consistently, we will wait 10 minutes. We'll set our timer. We have our little timer right here. We'll set our timer, and then we will put our, once it's been going for 10 minutes, then we will put our little pressure top on. This is, this will allow me to get 10 pounds because that's what we use for our area. And then we will cook this for 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Those are big jars full of meat, and we need to cook it. It's not something you do in 10 minutes, 90 minutes. Okay, so when we're all done, we'll be back. I've got to go charge my battery. It's on its way out. Thank you. I'll see you in a little bit. Hi, welcome back. We're finally done. We've done our 90 minutes. We have allowed this to rest. It's now back on 0 pressure. We can take our little tab off and it's safe. And we're going to open up and see what we have. We're going to slide it so that it's open. Remember, never open it towards your face. You don't want to get that steam on you. You want to always open it away from you so all that steam can come out. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what we have here. The first thing we're going to put, and we're going to take this out, we're going to let it rest for 24 hours while it seals tight. Get a nice seal on it. So the first thing we're pulling out, look at that. I'm going to get a close-up. That looks good. That's all that wonderful chicken thighs. And it's still bubbling, as you can see. But wow, does that smell delicious. Looks really good. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, turkey meat. Doesn't that look wonderful? Oh, all smells so good. And as it cools down, you'll start to hear a ping, and you know that it's sealing. You're getting a good seal on it. Let's see, what's this one? More chicken thighs. Oh, I'm ready to eat this now. Never mind saving it. It smells so good. Looks absolutely delicious. Smells great. Wow, this one's really bubbling. Ooh-wee. This is hot, hot, hot. See the bubbles in it? As it finishes cooling down, well, again, it will seal. So this time tomorrow, some point tomorrow, it will have cooled down, it should have sealed, and then we will be able to put it in our pantry. I hear that trying to pop now. Woo-wee! This is good. We've got plenty of meat. We won't have to worry about. Looks good. Ah, you heard that pop. It's cooling down already. Getting ready. Love it. More meat. For our size family, that's perfect for us. More in here. Remember, when you take it out, don't touch it. Just let it sit 24 hours. Let it seal, cool down. It is very hot. So I hope you enjoyed this today. You learned about doing some chicken thighs and turkey meat and also beef. So if you liked what you learned today, make sure you push the subscribe button right below and also like it. And don't forget to hit the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Ooh, hear that popping? It's sealing up already. When you hit that bell, you'll be notified when our next video comes out. We have lots of videos coming out soon. All right, be blessed. Remember, you can achieve anything you dream if you just believe. All right, have a good night, and I thank you very much for joining us at the homestead, and we'll see you at our next video. God bless you.